Hey guys, how you doing? It's been quite like 2-3 weeks since I last did a video. What have I been up to? I have been getting ready for Polycon 33. That is a convention, gaming convention in Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, Central California. That's going to go on and happen July. I had the date right up on my phone and my phone failed me just now. June 19th to the 21st. So I'm going to head up there with Eric. He's going to be doing some of his Munchkin. I'm going to be doing Boss Monster and King of Tokyo. And yeah, just going to be doing some demos up there. It's going to be my first time up there. He's been up there pretty much a couple times before. I guess he's kind of a regular at that particular event, which is kind of cool. After that, we got the big show coming up, San Diego Comicon. That is going to be July 8th through the 12th. Wednesday's the 13th through the 13th. We'll be there Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, running some demos. We're going to be doing a ton of games. What are we going to be doing? We've got Boss Monster, King of Tokyo, King of New York. Jess and Rick were going to be doing double duty with me, and they're going to be running stuff with Looney Labs. I've got King of Tokyo, King of New York tournaments. We've got Tides of Infamy that we're going to be running. We're going to be running Croak. We're going to be running, I'm going to be running Tentacle Bento. I'm going to be running Karate Fight, both Soda Pop Miniatures games. The card games for Soda Pop don't really get a whole lot of attention, so I'm going to throw those out. We're going to do those for the convention. So yeah, we've got all those games that we're going to do. Plus, I'm going to be doing double duty with Eric and a couple other people helping out with different events that are going to be going on. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to be running that stuff. So we're going to be doing that. And what else we got going on? We're going to be doing tournaments. I'm going to be doing a Boss Monster tournament. We're going to have tons of prizes. We're going to have a ton of stuff to give away. And I've been thinking, I haven't done anything for a while, and I was looking online just to see what everyone else has been doing, and I was noticing something on YouTube. The only people on YouTube that seem to be doing anything in particular with convention planning stuff are the cosplayers, the people for Anime Expo and those type of things, Anime LA. Those are the only ones doing anything really for convention planning. And I had made a list a while ago when I was doing pages, and I got to thinking, let's talk about that. Let's talk about planning for the convention. So, the first thing I do as a demoer or a volunteer for a convention is plan the games that we're going to do. So, we've got a bunch of games, and I'm going to have Rick with me, Jess with me. We're going to have KDZ, Marcus, myself, and I've got Tim Fowlers. He's going to be running Burgle Brothers. That's the other game that I forgot. So I got to think about all these people, right? So I got to think about not only the games that we're running, I got to figure out how to plug all those specific hours in while still giving everyone enough time to enjoy the convention. And I've also got to figure out scheduled breaks for people, because I can't expect people just to work 4 to 6 hours with no breaks. It's ridiculous. So I got to factor in those needs. When it's just me, myself at the convention, all I've got to worry about is the games I'm playing. Make sure I've got a proper copy. Make sure I've got a couple promos to give away. If I don't have anything that's sent to me, I go ahead and buy it and pick it up myself, which is whatevs, yo, whatevs. So I have that. Pardon. So then the next thing I got to figure out is where's the convention at. If this is a convention I'm driving to, like Strategicon, where I just drive back and forth, it's a 20-minute drive, it's not really a big deal, or it's going to be something in Anaheim where I literally could just walk there. It all depends on the event. So I got to think about that, and I got to plan for it. And San Diego Comic-Con, the first thing that everyone was asking, because we didn't actually have confirmation that we were going to be doing that particular event until kind of late in the game, about 2.5-3 weeks ago, is when I finally got the okay for all the badges and the demos and stuff. And so accommodations have to be figured out. Comic-Con's a little bit different from most other conventions. Most other conventions, the hotel that they're at, or the vicinity of the convention, will have accommodations, and they'll have a room block set off with special pricing and stuff with the attendees. San Diego Comic-Con has room blocks. Most of the hotels within a reasonable distance to the hotel and whatnot. you're looking at about anywhere from 500 to $1,000. Well, you're looking for anywhere from $300 to $500 a night, and I'm talking low rent places. Could get upwards. I've heard rumors that it's gotten upwards of $1,000 if you want to be like right next to the convention center. Boom. So we got to worry about that. One of the things I did tell everyone is you got to worry about yourself for this thing. You know, I did all the coordinating and all that other stuff. You got to be responsible for getting your own room. So what else goes into planning for a convention? Well, clothes. I got to make sure that my guys all have the proper attire. I don't try to be a jerk and be like, oh, we got to wear, you know, everyone's going to wear the same thing. Similar colors. If some of us are going to wear khaki pants, we should all wear khaki pants. Some of us are going to wear jeans, we should all wear jeans. Otherwise, I don't care. I'm trying to get some extra volunteer shirts for my crew, which is going to be not easy this late in the game. Usually when I order shirts and stuff, I got to do it a couple weeks in advance, so hope for the best. And then I got to worry about, so we got to worry about hotel, housing, food. I always try to look up to see what is local to that particular venue that I'm going to be at, and see where we can go and eat. The other thing, one of the choice things about Comicon is the con suite. The con suite is this fabulous little room that you get to go to, and they've got snacks and drinks, sodas, water, tea, coffee, and high carb types of snacks, chips, cookies, popcorn, peanuts, those types of things, anything high protein, high energy stuff. Gratis. Free, my friend, free for you, for me, to you, well, from them to us, basically. But so that takes care of a lot of like immediate like hunger pangs and things, kind of things. When I do conventions, I tend to go marathon status. I will be up for 16 to 18 hours at a hit, go to sleep, come right back the next morning, do it all over again. So this year, since there are so many of us, I'm going to try and space it out a little bit so I don't kill myself. But, so we got to worry about food. The next thing is packing. When you're attending a convention as a attendee, you got to worry about your clothes. That's all you're worried about, unless you're going to cosplay. Then you get your costumes and stuff. But you worry about your clothes. Now, shirts, underwear, pants. Always take at least one extra of everything. Underwear, I always tell people to take 2. Toiletries. Take your own stuff. The hotel's got the itty bitty little bars, and some of us are great big giant men and women. It's not going to last you 4 or 5 days, even if they are replacing, especially if you're sharing rooms with 3 or 4 people. That's not going to cut it. When you got a little bar of soap that starts out like that, and by the time somebody's done with it, it's just a little sliver. Stinkiness happens, fellas, gals. Not just the fellas, the gals too. Stinky bits are a thing, and other parts that are kind of, you shouldn't smell, but you pick up an aroma wafting. It's not okay. So then toiletries. So always take a bar soap, of your own soap, because the other thing is too is you don't know how your skin's going to react to the hotel crap. Pick your own shampoo. At least, please do me a solid. Wash your hair at least once. If you come up to my demo table looking all rugged and funky up in the head part, I won't talk to you. I will send you away, or I will give you the worst demo in the world. I don't want to do the worst demo in the world. That's for another group to deal with. You know, go talk to the other miniatures guys or something. You want bad demos. So, deodorant. Refresh it. If you're going to be at the convention from early morning till late into the evening, refresh that shit. Double down on it. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, do your pits again. Freshen those things up. I don't want to stand in a line, walk through a hall, have you move your arm and catch a giant whiff of your armpit from 3 days of wearing the same shirt. That's not going to be an okay thing for me. Don't let it happen. Carry deodorant with you. It'll be beneficial. Toothpaste, always. It should be a common sense thing. Don't try to pack as little as possible because you think you're going to get a lot of cool stuff at the convention that you're going to have to haul back. Never sacrifice cleanliness for the sake of swag. Because guess what? They're going to give you bags at the con that you can just carry. If you're flying out, you can mail that shit back. But the fact that you're going to be worried about that over your hygiene is going to... It's not polite. It's not good. It's a bad time. Well, a little incentive. Romance can happen at a convention. Do not scare away a potential mate with funk. There you go. That's your wisdom right there. I just dropped it on you. So what else do you need to take? Make sure you've got at least, if not an extra credit card, extra cash, because you never can predict what's going to happen, especially in a highly populated area such as Comicon, where you've got 100,000 attendees and staff and all kinds of people walking around and people outside of the convention doing all the things. San Diego's a very large city. Downtown San Diego is huge. And there's all kinds of people, and you just don't know what's going to happen. So always take extra plan for that, just in case. The unexpected will happen. That's why it's the unexpected, because you don't know what's going to happen. So take extra cash. So we've got clothing, sanitary items. What else? Oh, if you're going to take your camera, because you're going to want to record those memories, take extra batteries. Take your charger with you into the convention center. They sell small chargers that are just a cord or just a little thing. Plug it. There's outlets. You will be able to scavenge an outlet, I guarantee you, somewhere in the convention center during something. Plug it in. You don't want to have, your favorite artist or movie star or television star or voiceover artist or any number of people that you just want, or someone in a cool costume. You don't want to go to take a picture with them and have the camera die. Extra memory cards. Don't take one SD card, because if you're not taking a laptop with you or something to dump the pictures into as you're going day by day, you're going to run out of space at the most inopportune time. That's going to be a bad time for you. If you are going to take a laptop, make sure you take an appropriately padded case. Make sure that you take the charger. And make sure you have all your stuff with you. I don't recommend taking a laptop into the convention hall for simple reasons. It can get damaged. It can get stolen. San Diego Comic-Con, I've never had anything stolen, but I've been to other conventions in other parts of the state where Grand Theft Auto is not a game, it's a way of life. So don't ever put your trust in strangers that they're going to respect your things or your property the same way you do, because they're just going to take it and respect it a whole different way until they unload it. Take extra pens, take some markers, Sharpies, silver Sharpie, black Sharpie, blue Sharpie if you want. The reason is different colored things, dark colors and things, don't show up black Sharpie that well. Silver Sharpie is a lot better, but if you're writing with silver Sharpie on something light colored or white, it doesn't show up as well, so give alternatives to people signing stuff for you. Take a sketchbook. Always ask your favorite artist to sign a sketchbook for you. They'll usually do a little doodle or something in there. There are a couple that will want to charge you. Just take them your firstborn, hand them over, they'll do what you like. So there's that stuff. Now as far as the gaming goes, this one every time I do a convention, I change it up, I repack, I redo something. I've gone from using a wagon to a bin to collapsible bags, back to a wagon, back to a bin and a dolly. I think for Comic-Con I'm going to be up on the dolly again with all this stuff. So it's really tricky to figure out how you're going to do it. It's way more confusing and difficult than people imagine. And it's a little bit odd. So I got to plan out the game. So it's kind of a little bit like playing... It's like a mix of Tetris and Jenga. Because I got to fit everything just right, but I don't want things to get crushed. I don't want things to fall over. I don't want things to spill out. There's nothing worse than opening a bin or a bag or something and having all kinds of game components mixed together, or card decks from different games intermingling. It's a real pain in the butt to separate. So with the games, I got to make sure I've got at least one complete copy of every game. Any promotional artwork, any posters, flyers, or anything that I'm going to be putting out. I've got to make sure that I have all the appropriate business cards for the different companies, because a lot of the companies do like us to hand out the cards or the website information so people can go and order these games. And the last thing you want to make sure that you have, this is something you want to check before you head out. As everything's packed, the car's packed, or the train, you're ready for the train trip, after all the things are packed, the last thing you're going to want is to make sure you have your driver's license or state ID. The reason for this is a lot of conventions do check your ID when you pick up your badges, especially big ones like Comicon. You show up without that badge, or without that ID, you're not getting your badge. There's not a whole lot of leeway or way around it. Otherwise, yeah, that's about it. So, what did we cover? Packing for convention, getting ready for convention, San Luis Obispo, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and San Diego Comic-Con in July. So, I hope to see you guys out at some of these events, if not one or two of these. I hope to run into you guys at some store events that we're going to be running. And I just hope to see you guys in general having a good time in gaming. So, to wrap it up, guys, may the dice always roll in your favor. Well, actually, I said that wrong. Happy gaming, and may the dice always roll in your favor. Have a good time, guys. Enjoy your summer.